want to be successful. You want to make more money. You want to be happier. I think everybody wants those things, but not everybody ends up being successful. Why is that? See, people see me now, $1 million business, 2 million fans on social media, a huge network of rich and successful friends, but it wasn't always like that. There was actually a point where I was homeless, sleeping in my car. You know, I grew up poor, came from nothing, South Side Chicago. So how did I go from that to this? I was able to become successful, to make money, to be happy. Once I learned 3 things, and I call these things the champion trifecta. I learned these 3 things after my father killed himself. When I was in my early 20s, he shot himself in the head. And up until that point, I hadn't been successful at all. I went through periods of homelessness, poverty, not having enough money to ride the train, waking up, sometimes not even knowing how I was gonna eat that day. After my father's suicide, it put me in a strange position. It put me in a position where I was now the man of the house. I had to now provide for my family, my mother, and now myself. See, up until that point, I hadn't been serious about success. I think we all want it. You want success, but are you serious about it? That day, I got serious about it because I had to. So once I got serious, I thought, what do I know how to do that can bring in a lot of money, that can bring me success? Well, at that point, I had been a personal trainer for a long time. So I went real hard training people, as many people as I could, but it still wasn't enough money. It wasn't enough money to take care of myself and my family, and it certainly wasn't enough money to live the life I wanted to live. I had big dreams, dreams of extreme success, abundance, not only for myself, but also for my family. I realized quickly that personal training people one-on-one just wasn't gonna get me there alone. So I decided, man, I'll just hustle. So I got 2 other jobs. I started working for my friend's moving company, which is the hardest work I can think of, especially in New York. A lot of these apartment buildings don't even have elevators. It's lifting furniture and boxes up 6-story walk-ups all day, full body workouts. And on the weekends, I would work at my friend's restaurant. I was a manager during the weekends, and I was training people during all my other free time. I just thought, man, I'll just hustle, I'll just grind, I'll just work harder. That's what they tell us, right? Just work harder. That'll get you there. I was doing that, all right? And yeah, I made more money, but working 14, 16 hours a day, 7 days a week, missing holidays, parties, events, having no social life, no free time, no downtime. That was a struggle. I was burnt out. I was frustrated. And I still wasn't making the money I wanted. Because you can work hard, but there's only so many hours in the day, bro. What I realized is that working harder is not enough. Some of you guys are grinding now or hustling now and you're not successful. Why? Because it's not enough. So then I thought, all right, how do I make money in my sleep? But I realized the mistake I was making with all the grinding and hustling is I was exchanging time for money. There's only so many hours in a day. You can't scale that. No way you can take that to the next level. So I decided to start my online business, online fitness business. And what I realized is that's a lot harder than people try to make you believe. All the internet gurus and stuff, they might try to make you think it's just easy. You just throw up a website, next thing you know, you're printing money. But we all know it's not like that. It took a lot of struggle and hard work, and it seemed like I was making some money. I saw that it was working through a lot of trial and error, but I still wasn't living abundance. I was still working way too much. I was getting burnt out, and I realized that that wasn't gonna help me accomplish my dreams. It wasn't gonna help me accomplish my goals. Fortunately, I was lucky enough to meet a few people who became like mentors to me. And through these various mentors, taking bits and pieces of advice and also reading a lot, studying a lot, taking a lot of courses, self-education, that's when I realized that there were basically 3 things you needed to be successful. Together, I call them the champion trifecta. And once I realized this and started to implement it, that's when things started really taking off. That's when I started becoming successful. Now I have multi-million-dollar business, over 10 employees, customers all around the world. I don't have to work 14 hours, 16 hours a day anymore. I don't have to work 7 days a week anymore. I'm able to travel, enjoy life, make more money. I got more friends, more free time, more success, more happiness. But it wasn't just me. See, I've been able to teach these principles to other people to help them accomplish their goals. And everybody's after the same goal, man, success. We might take different routes, but we're all going in the same direction, or we at least want to, success. I've been lucky enough to help tons of other people achieve success using the champion trifecta as well.
Hey guys, my name is Steven Fernandez. I have my own online business that makes me passive income, and it's rapidly approaching 6 figures. And it's all been thanks to some of the strategies and some of the tips that Brandon has been giving me.
Brandon showed me how to make money and make this my full-time job while helping others achieving their goals. And because of him, I now have a best-selling book on Amazon. I have a complete fitness program, and it's all just so exciting and so surreal, and I couldn't have done that without him.
3.8K, about to hit 5K in a month. So if you really think about working with Brandon, like, you really should, because he knows what he's talking about. He cares about his customers. He really wants to add value to you. And before I started this whole shit, I wasn't making any money. But right now, about to make 5K in our first month with our new store.
Working with you, you'd show me things like strategies, methods, online courses to take, and that just opened like the whole world up to me.
Nice.
£39,000, which is over 50,000 US dollars.
That's 50,000 American dollars at age 19. What would you say about the person who's thinking about scheduling one online call with me, a strategy session to help them help their business the way we did with yours? What would you say to that person?
Just do it. Just do it. Yeah. Just bloody do it. Like I said earlier, you don't know what you don't know.
Yeah.
And there's just so many things out there that can just change your whole business.
Now see, it's an honor for me to be able to help other people accomplish their goals as well. But here's the one thing I didn't expect. I thought that the champion trifecta was only applicable to business. What I've realized is that these three things, the champion trifecta, can actually be applied to any goal. Fitness, relationships, school, work, whatever it is you want to accomplish. If you have these three things, success is almost guaranteed. And when I study my friends who are successful, the people in my circle who have achieved an extreme level of success, what I realize is whether they know it or not, they apply these three things on a consistent basis, and the results are consistent. The success is consistent. And that's why I want to teach you these three things. I want to teach you the champion trifecta in a free class I'm doing. I never taught this stuff publicly before. I've only taught it to my coaching clients and the people who pay me for one-on-one coaching, and they all been so successful. But I know not everybody can afford coaching with me. That's why I want to give it to you for free. Free online masterclass. I'm gonna teach you the top three things you need to be successful in any endeavor. This is the most important thing you'll ever learn in life, because if you have these three things, if you have the champion trifecta and you deploy it against any goal, success is guaranteed. I've seen it happen over and over and over again. You're still going to have to do the work. You're still gonna have to go for it. But the difference is now, when you're hustling, when you're going hard, when you're working, you'll be working with a framework that guarantees success. This is not a class I'm gonna be doing all the time, so you definitely don't wanna miss out on this. And there's a limited amount of space for the class, so I don't want you to miss out. All right, you're gonna learn a lot, and you'll be able to have some Q&A with me where you and I can talk, and we'll be able to help you accomplish your goals. You're gonna get a lot out of this. It's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be entertaining, educational, but most important, it's mandatory. Like, if you're missing any of these three things, if you're missing just one of them, and you're working hard at two of them and you're missing one, then you're almost guaranteed to either fail or struggle a lot more than you need to. But if you have all three, it's like rocket fuel, baby. So there's a link around here somewhere where you can register for the class. And it's not something I'm gonna be doing all the time, and I don't even know if I'll do it again, but I am gonna do it this time. And I don't want you to miss out. Let's go.